Hi, this project I'm actually going to be making a cabinet for this box to lay on top of. It's a box I made for my wife about 2 years ago. It's pine, about 16 inches deep, 21 inches wide, 6 inches high. And she wanted a cabinet for this to lay on top of with a couple of doors and a shelf. Let's get at it. So after getting an idea of what you wanted, I made a sketch of just a box. It's actually going to be an open-topped box with a couple of doors on front. Tried to do some 3D drawing there and made a couple of scribbles, and then I did some final figuring of the sides, the front, and the doors. I went and checked my scrap pile, and she wants a sort of rustic looking, and I have this pine left over from a previous spruce left over from a previous project. These are the sides. I have some more here, which, well, it's all T&G, really cheap construction lumber. I use that a lot. That's going to be for probably the bottom of the cabinet, and over there I've got a nice long piece that I'm going to be using for the back. And the doors, well, I've got piles of scrap up there. The doors are not going to be overly big because the dimensions, it's actually going to finished is going to be about 24 1/4 inches wide by 15 3/4 inches deep by 20 inches high. Odd dimensions, but that sort of will fit into the space that we need. So let's start cutting. Here's the framing for the cabinet. It's 1.25 inch board I had ripped previously, so I got it all cut to size here. So now I just got to stick it together. So here's the finished box. What I did with the top and the bottom is I used metal brackets. You can see right there, and down on the bottom I used metal brackets to hold the framing together. And then in the top, with the uprights, I put in 2 screws. Those are number 8s and about 2 inch long. So this is the frame, and so next I'll be probably putting the bottom on. So now I have the bottom installed. As you can see, I used pocket screws to hold all the pieces together, and then I just cut the corners and fit it in place, and then I just screwed up through the bottom of the frame to hold the bottom in place. So there it is. Got it like notched there in the corners and sort of sanded smooth, and so there's the bottom. Next I'll be attacking the sides of the cabinet. The cabinet's coming along now that I have the face frame put on, but before I make the doors and put the skirting on, I'm installing some shelving. I ripped a couple of pieces of 3/4 inch board, put one piece on either side for the shelf to lay on, and what I'm going to be using for shelving is this 1/4 inch T&G pine. I've got some kicking around. I got this piece cut to length, and I have to notch this out here in order to fit around this inside corner. The next piece will just be cut and laid in place. The last piece will probably have to be ripped to fit in behind this here. So that's what I'll be doing next, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And here's the final unit. I've got the doors installed with the black hinges, and on the bottom I've actually got some casters so it can roll around like that. Just drill up into the wood. So what I do with the doors, it's minus the knobs, I have to add those later, but I just use some pocket screws, screw them together there and on the bottom, and I used a bit from that I had from Lee Valley to cut a groove on the inside. I think it's a box bit inside there, and then I took it apart and then cut some packaged pine to go inside each door. And these here are just $4 black hinges from Home Depot, and that is the final unit right there. Now I'll just bring it upstairs and I'll just lay the box on top of it to show you what the final product will eventually look like. And here is the finished cabinet with the box on top of it. The box is open there now, but eventually the bottom cabinet will be stained the same color as the top. That point was stained with cocoa powder, I think, so the bottom will probably be stained with the same as well to make it sort of look the same, and then it'll be just one complete unit. Hope you enjoyed the project, and thanks for watching.